Hi there. Welcome to Bourbon Turntable. This is the show that blends the love of music with the love of whiskey. Tonight, not drinking bourbon, not drinking rye, not drinking scotch, not drinking anything other than water. So, why are you drinking water, you may be asking? Well, there's a very good reason for that, and that is to talk about this upcoming benefit concert to benefit Water Step. Tell you bit about Water Step in just a minute, but the headliner for this event is a band that, if you've listened to this show at all, you've heard me talk about, you've heard them on the show, and that is our friends in Sweet Lady. High energy blues rock and roll. That is going to be great. Love that band, and for I don't know, a year, 2 years, been trying to get them on the stage with the folks from Blue Phonque. There's Johnny Edwards. He's been on the show before. So again, if you listen to this show, if you followed us on social media, you see us post a lot about these two bands. They're outstanding. They're as good as anything that you'll hear or see anywhere, and they're together on the same stage. Friday night, May 17th at Zanzabar here in Louisville. Cost of admission is a pair of shoes, pair of used shoes, pair of new shoes, a pair of shoes. And I'll tell you about that in just a second. But first, I want to tell you a little bit about Water Step. Water Step is a not for profit based here in Louisville that seeks to bring clean water to the world. And I've made some notes here, so forgive me for reading this, but uh, there are nearly 700 million people in the world without safe drinking water. For the most part in the United States, we don't have the first clue what that's like. The in many countries, they have a gallon and a half of usable water a day. That's to bathe, to cook, to drink. That's it. In the United States, the average American uses 100 gallons a day. So nearly 100 times what some of these poor countries are having to deal with. So more people die from waterborne illnesses than from armed conflict each and every year. So if you want to protest about something, protest about no people not having drinking water. There you go. That's something you could protest about. Uh, Water Step has projects in 60 different countries, and I'm sure they don't endorse the previous mildly political statement, but they do work in 60 different countries right now and have 116 different active projects. And the way this shoes to water thing works is you donate a pair of shoes, they collect those shoes, they sell them to an exporter, and the money that they make off the shoe sale, they use to bring drinking water to countries around the world. But not just countries around the world, to countries that are affected by natural disaster. When there was a tornado in Mayfield, Kentucky, not too long ago, they had their water trucks down there providing clean drinking water to the people there. So they're wherever people are in need of clean water, they're there to try to help. And so this is an opportunity to give back a little. It's something you want to know things you take for granted. It's water. We all do, and we don't think twice about it. And this is a program that allows us to help people that are in great need. You donate some shoes that you're probably tripping over in your closet anyway. So you clean out your closet. You don't fill up a landfill. You don't have to do a stupid yard sale where you're going to get pennies on the dollar for it anyway. Donate shoes to Water Step. Water Step sells those shoes to an exporter. They take those funds and use it for projects literally around the world. So that's what this show is about. And if you're in the area, you got to be there. Uh, I have graciously been asked or generously been asked to be the MC for the evening. So that'll be a lot of fun. So if for nothing else, come out and support me. If you yell Freebird from the audience while I'm up on the stage, I just might sing it. I don't think either of the bands will, but I might, but maybe I won't because that would probably drive people away. But come on out. It is going to be a great, great time. Again, Sweet Lady, high energy blues rock and roll. These guys are fantastic. Okay. I've taken photos at, I don't know, hundreds of concerts. This might be my favorite. Blue Williams jamming out on a guitar solo. This was at Zanzibar, actually. This was at Zanzibar. They were doing a show with Mojo Thunder a little over a year ago, I think. And so that's Blue. We got my good friend Boomer Purcell there. Jordan, don't call me Justin Simpson. He's an outstanding drummer. So they will be there, as will Blue Phonque. Blue Phonque music. You need some Blue Phonque music in your life. Uh, these guys are just fantastic. You will have a great, great time with them. They do a whole lot of original music. They do some outstanding covers. Man, some of their covers are just hugely creative. And Johnny Edwards, you know, if you saw the show before, you know that Johnny was a lead singer for Foreigner for a little while and has been in several bands throughout his career. Makes his home in Louisville and with the band Bleu Phonque, and they're just great. And you'll have a great time. I promise. Zanzibar is a wonderful venue. Got some great food. Uh, Drinks are very reasonably priced, and admission again is a pair of shoes. You got that. You got that in your closet. That's easy. So come on out. Zanzibar, May 17th. Doors at 7. Showtime is 8 o'clock. I will be there to MC the night. So come on out and watch me shine or watch me fall flat on my face, whichever case may be. But come on out because whether I'm good or whether I'm terrible, the music's going to be out of this world. Cannot wait. I've wanted to see these two bands on the same stage for a very long time. And if you know about them, you know that you would want to see it too. If you've not seen them before, this is your chance, man. This is it. This is going to be an epic, epic evening. So please come on out. Tell your friends, tell your neighbors, uh, bring people with you. Anybody you know that's got a spare pair of shoes laying around their garage or in their closet, bring them with you because it's for a great cause. And man, the return on that pair of shoes is going to be one heck of an evening. You will not be disappointed. So please come on out and just have a really good time with us on May 17th, Zanzibar. You'll see this posted on my social media frequently in the next week or so. So come on out. So quick show today. Wasn't really planning on doing one, and then this kind of popped up on my calendar. So I wanted to get something out there so we could promote the concert. Uh, wasn't planning on doing a show. My son is getting married on Friday, so raise a glass to him on Friday. It will be an excellent evening. He is marrying a absolute wonderful young lady. Really proud for both of them and excited for what is in store. And it'll be a lot of fun. So, anyway, say a prayer, raise a glass. We would appreciate it. Coming up on Bourbon Turntable, we have next week James Gerard of Barrel House Distilling in Lexington. You know, that's kind of a hidden gem. And in the state, if you're making a trip to Kentucky for the Bourbon Trail, You got to stop in there. They've got some great stuff. Elkhorn Tavern is right next door. Excellent food. There's a couple other distilleries right nearby. The Burl, which is a great music venue, is just literally across the street. So you can make a really, really nice day of it at by visiting Barrel House. Then I've got David Levine of Whiskey in My Wedding Ring. David and I are going to swap some samples, and we're going to try some new whiskeys together, and we'll talk a little music too, because David is, you know, incredibly talented musician. Perfect pitch, he says. He has perfect pitch. So that's a lot more than I can say for myself. That'll be a lot of fun, though. If you know David, if you follow his show, you know how smart he is, how clever he is, and it'll be a good time. Then just finished recording a show with Boone Froggatt from the band Otis. If you don't know Otis, you need to know Otis. They are the Kentucky Groove. Excellent band. They've been on hiatus for a little while, but they're back. They've got a new single out called There's a Break in the Road. They've got another single coming up soon, which we'll talk about on the show. Spoiler alert. Really great conversation with Boone. Fantastic guy. And he's deep, deep, deep in the music world. So you'll enjoy that. Then we have our good friend, Stephanie McNew Burton, also known as McNew. She's, I don't know anybody that doesn't like McNew. And she's got her own podcast, and we're going to talk about murder ballads. So that'll be a heck of a good time. If you know her, you know how much fun we'll have. So until next time, I want to also remind you you can find the show on YouTube. So if you're watching, please hit subscribe. We would really appreciate it. We have podcasts on your favorite podcast platform. We have a a Facebook page where we post all of our shows. We have a Facebook group where we'll post what we're drinking, what we're listening to while we're drinking it. Many a nights it's been listening to Sweet Lady or listening to Blue Phonque. So come on and join us in that fun. We would greatly appreciate it. But one more time. Here we go. Make this show. If you're within the sound of my voice, make every effort to get to Louisville, Kentucky on May 17th. Get to Zanzabar. It's Friday night. You got nothing to do on Saturday. You can get there 7:00. Doors will open. It'll be a fun time. Bring a pair of shoes. If you got to take the ones that are on your feet off, I guess you could do that. Wouldn't recommend it, but whatever it takes to get in. So come on out. It'll be a great time. But until next time, and I see you at Zanzabar. Cheers, love, and free bird. Good night.